Man United won, Chelsea won, and what is it about Chelsea and Old Trafford, man? It's been 11 years since we got a victory there, and the wait continues. Every time it looks like United are on the floor, we just go there and do not show up. I just don't know what it is. The chaos that they bring just rubs off on us, and we just start playing schoolboy stuff. But one man is exempt from this, and that is Moises Caicedo. But we'll get to him later. So there was no surprises in the team news from either team really, and the first half was painfully average. Yes, United had a few opportunities early on, and towards the end, Rashford clipped the post. From Chelsea's point of view, we had some nice build-up moments, but every time we found the spare man, which was Malo Gusto, on most occasions, the final action just let us down. We created nothing in that first half. The only chance being Noni hitting the post from a corner early on, and there was no real surprises that Gusto was hooked at halftime with Cucurella coming in, and that balance improved as we looked slightly better. We had no problems really playing through that midfield. We did it with relatively ease, but once it came to that final third, it always broke down. Just poor decision making and a lack of quality in those moments just kept the door open for United. And of course, we lend them a helping hand. Here you go. I mean, Fofana was completely caught out by that beautifully flighted Casemiro ball. But even after Hoyland was forced into a tight angle, and all Sanchez needed to do at that moment was to show composure. And of course, he doesn't. He is so rash and needlessly hands them a pen, which Bruno tucks away, and we have that deja vu feeling all over again. But we respond. And it's a brilliant Caicedo volley just 3 minutes later. So precise, and we needed that. Caicedo was head and shoulders the best player on the pitch. All action, quality, and personality. He is worth every penny we have paid for him. Definitely up there with one of the best midfielders in the league. And it could have gotten a whole lot better. Just minutes later, as Jackson just set up Enzo for what should have been a casual lift into the goal, but he fluffs his line and the game ends 1-1. It's a disappointing result, and the performance considering the results around the league. So after match week 10, Chelsea are in fourth, level on points with Arsenal and Aston Villa, with Liverpool and City just starting to pull clear. And in other results, the weekend started with that big clash between Newcastle and Arsenal. A terrific header from Isak after a pinpoint Anthony Gordon cross gave Newcastle the win and put yet another dent in Arsenal's title aspiration, as they've picked up just 1 point out of a possible 9. For Liverpool, they got away with a very shoddy half at Anfield against Brighton. Kadioglu's first goal for Brighton opened the scoring, and they had chances to add that second, but big chances were missed. And if you leave the door open for Liverpool, especially at Anfield, you know exactly what's going to happen. 2 goals in 3 minutes, with Salah curling in an absolute peach, gave them all 3 points and just nudged themselves to the top of the table after City's first loss in 2024 against Bournemouth at the Vitality. Iraola for Bournemouth is a serious coach. He beat Arsenal 2-0 just a few weeks back, and they absolutely battered City. And not many teams, if any, can say that with chest, you know. Semenyo gave Bournemouth an early lead through some lovely build-up play, and they really should have put City to the sword. But they did find themselves 2-0 up, courtesy of Evan Nilsson, with Kirkesh getting his second assist of the game. Again, the build-up play was just quality. And of course, City were to throw the sink at and the house at them after on, and nearly found the equalizer after Josko Guardiola's towering header pulled a goal back. And Spurs, they blitzed Aston Villa at home in the second half after Morgan Rogers gave Villa the lead courtesy of yet another corner conceded by Spurs. It is a constant pain point for Spurs, but when they start popping the ball around, they are very fluid and scored some beautiful goals. 4 in the second half, and Villa did not know what hit them. But the biggest surprise after match week 10 is seeing Nottingham Forest in third after 3 wins on the bounce. Nuno is extracting the very best out of his squad so far.